Kelly Slater in live action right now at Jeffreys Bay as we will set up our heat number 8 of the opening round. Miguel Pupo and Conor O'Leary also out in the water looking to avoid the elimination rounds. 35 minutes on the clock.
Miggy Pupo on his backhand, long wall in front of him. He kind of goes through the paces on this wave. You see him trying to kind of line up that section, draws off the bottom on that backhand, pulls it through tight arc, still looking for something critical. There, that bottom turn to really meet that lip. That's a better turn from him. Lays on that front foot, winds through that turn, back into the lip. So 2 really punchy moves on his backhand to count right now. Carves through that section, looking down the line, trying to find something of consequence to meet with. Oh, that just gets ribbed out and doesn't offer him much on that last section. Kelly Slater now, his first look at a wave at Super Tubes in this event. Ooh, a little bobble on the open face there on that bottom turn. And again, those fins kind of looking a little slidey this way. Conor O'Leary looking to answer back. There we go, a lot of spray from him. Down carve, waiting for this wave to get a bit more critical. Let's see if this inside section is going to give it to him. Winding through a couple turns on his backhand, just arcing through, waiting for it to kind of stand up. It seems like all 3 of these surfers are kind of going through the motions of waiting for that lip line. There he goes, he meets it there, pulls through the back.
It's still with carrying that energy through to each event. It's all part of those storylines of how they all come together. That win for Kelly is massive for him, but it's kind of big for all of us as fans as well. What a historic moment to check out as we see him in live action here, swinging down the line. Almost had a look at a section, kind of rifling away, had to kind of check that line. There's a nice turn for him as he kind of slashes with speed, high in the pocket. Slater hooking one. Now he'll look to pull in. He's behind the curtain. He's traveling, Kelly Slater, and he will go down, unfortunate.
Yeah, Kelly just meeting that lip line right there, kind of a sneaky takeoff in the whitewater. Has to kind of wind through this section and really wait for it to open up for him. Beautiful carve under the lip there. Staying low. That board looks pretty short for the kind of energy that we're seeing in the water right now.
Looking to renew that relationship with the barrel here at Jeffreys Bay. Miguel Pupo, a quick in and out for him. So Slater with a much better looking wave there, Rose. And this absolutely beautiful surf spot. The perfect wave, some call it. As we'll check out live action here of Kelly. Bangs one into the lip and looking to go through the tunnel. And that one will just rattle away from him again.
Yeah, he did it. As we see Miggy go through this wave, we'll go through the motions of Kelly's replay.
Miguel drawing out on the backhand, off the bottom, bang, big vertical exclamation point from him. Uses the arms and just whips with the lower half of the body. Beautiful floater, really dynamic for him.
Look at Conor O'Leary as we see Miggy. I'm just going to talk through this one. He really bides his time, that flow. You know, Conor's got that kind of attacking approach on his backhand. Miggy here adjusting those feet as he lines up this section. Beautiful searing turn, a lot of spray. Like you said, the composure of the arms that he holds through that stylish transition through maneuvers. Beautiful wave from Miguel. Bottom turn, watch the spray. Watch as he releases that tail right there. Fan of spray going up, staying head and shoulders over the string of that board. And looking down the line again before he reaches the bottom. Just such a cool style. Love watching Miggy surf. Beautiful flow and the technical approach of where he's able to keep his body over his board. Just always in control, just that tail dropping float maneuver. A lot of variety shown there from Miguel. Textbook
backhand surfing from Miguel Pupo. And he enjoyed that. You can kind of tell at the end. At speed on a critical section. There goes O'Leary, really low on the bottom turn. That bum almost going in the water. Such a powerful surfer. Bit of a smaller wave from him. And the opportunity just in terms of sections, they're just a little tight for him. So he'll deal with some white water through here. It's been pretty well surfed, but you just feel that kind of look to that wave. It just compresses the score a little bit.
That was a horrible wave. Like a horrible wave. Like super milky, so much like just ugly. But the surfing that Connor did on it was so good. You're like, just get yourself a better wave, Connor, because that surfing is going to get you massive score.
And looking very much at home as he regains his place. Here's Connor's wave again.
Yeah, so Connor, like I said, the surfing that he's doing is searing. It's so sharp, the way that he's just able to get it up into the hood. So this wave had so much froth on the face and so much to contend with, but he was just so able to knife through those sections. You notice the low body composure that he carries throughout his maneuvers. I love the way that this guy just attacks the lip and split-second decisions. Kelly's going to use his priority here.
Making a decision to go. The GOAT, 11 times world champ, Slater, pumping for speed as he'll go a little fade off the bottom and draw out a turn and pushes pretty hard and goes over. Not what he was looking for. And he'll go down. Welcome back to live coverage of the Corona Open J-Bay. And a beautiful day of competition. Just keeps on delivering, as does this man, Miguel Pupo, in live action right now. Your heat leader on the backhand tools. Sharp tools they are as he swings into the lip again. Building up momentum, just gathering loads of speed down here. And he'll take a low line with a few little pumps on the board, and that one will just run away from him pretty much. To go to first as we get another look here at Miguel.
So Miguel Pupo was sitting out there with priority. This is what he utilized that on. Beautiful whip there through that section. Nice flow through this midsection of the wave. Steps on the gas. Has to negotiate around this section, tapping his way through. And
sort of reaching top speed here at J-Bay and unable to get around the section. Meanwhile, right behind him, O'Leary, and a much better wave from him. And he's staying really vertical in the pocket on those backhand turns. A little slopier section puts him a little more on the face. That's really nice from Connor O'Leary as he gets nice and vert, takes on the lip. And a much better wave choice from Connor O'Leary.
And Connor O'Leary, like we said, better wave selection from him. Watch him as he kind of glides through this one. This maneuver right here, watch that front foot, just slips all the way to the outer edge of that rail. Regains his composure and gets to work on this inside section. Beautiful, snapping vertical approach. I think that's going to be a better wave from Connor. You know, Connor, Kelly, if they can hold their nerve and really do some of the surfing that we expect from them.
The welcome sight of swell lines pouring in the bay here as Kelly Slater tags one, climbs up the foam nice and vertical, and then he'll swoop with a little jam in the pocket on that board. It does look pretty small under his feet. It's very maneuverable though, as he will just pump for speed here down the line, and a little kind of carving check turn for speed. Goes into a risky kind of lip line float type maneuver with a kind of big recovery on it.
So we anticipated this way for Kelly and just willing him to do the kind of surfing that we're so used to. Like you said, that board looking pretty short under his feet, but very maneuverable. I think if he had more of like a cuppy open section, you'd see it performing a little bit better. A lot of speed down the line. This last move here hangs on by his toenail.
Meanwhile, right behind him, here goes Pupo with an absolute ton of speed. There's a hammer. Beautifully done from him. One turn that we caught there, but the control to be able to do that going so fast, Rosie.
Yeah, just the projection out of the lip too. Sometimes on your backhand, when you commit to that bottom turn, you almost get caught further down the wave, but there Miggy really projected out, stayed just, you know, with so much speed. So really dynamic last maneuver there from him. It's just erupting. You can hear them really appreciating the surfing and seeing Kelly stay alive in the flesh in front of them. Miguel Pupo, this is the work that he got done on the outside. So a couple moves from him before he telegraphs down the line. And then it was this move right here. I'm calling it, you know, one of the best of the heat so far, the way that he was able to project out. Let's see, he's going to have a little dig on this one, using his priority, needing that number.
Making a decision is O'Leary. Under 3 minutes in this, he'll cruise high line through the opening part, the coiled spring, the whipping turn in the pocket. O'Leary again off the bottom, driving hard. Just uses that power to throw out spray, takes on the lip there, a little more vertical. So nice variety from him. That's super critical. Good spring in his step and clocks it again. Really nice. That wave kind of grew in. Let's get another look here.
So Connor kind of telegraphing down the line. Now he starts to drop down, identifies that lip line, smokes it through there. A lot of spray. Again, going to the bottom of that wave, staying in that top third as he releases that tail. This wave opens up and stands up for him to really get projection down the line. Again, getting up into that top third. And another maneuver, that last one right there, super critical. So I think Connor's got an opportunity here to take the lead.
And impetus and power down the line. Meanwhile, with a little foam on the face from that previous wave of Connor O'Leary. Here goes your heat leader, Miguel Pupo.
Ooh, Miguel's going to be feeling not so comfortable in that lead after that last wave of Connor O'Leary. I know we're going to get to see replays and really dissect it, but that was a great wave for Connor. Good use of his pro.
Those sixes, and they're kind of splitting the differences. The question will be, did Connor show them enough to really go up the scale? It's a beautiful backhand serve in front. It's a good-looking wave, Rosie. O'Leary signing autographs down on the beach here. The fans enjoying this. A really impressive performance from him. Getting the high score of the heat, going into the extra range. Big backhand hammers from the big man.